Good morning, grade 6 IS. Welcome to our next project. It is called the Family Tree Project. For this, you will be taking all of your skills that you have learned about primary sources, citing sources, and applying them to your very first family research project. So, what is this about? Well, we want to know about the story of your family, and we want you to tell it. So, the process of this project will be for you to investigate the history of your family, be the detective, have interviews with your grandparents, with your parents, with family members, uncles and aunts, grandparents, if you can, great grandparents. Gather information for the following questions down below. However, there's a catch. When you are conducting these interviews and putting together a family tree with information along to describe the story and how cool your family is, you will have to identify in these interviews who the primary sources are and the secondary sources are. Now remember, your mom might be a primary source for the life of her parents. However, she might not be a primary source for the life of her grandparents or great grandparents, right? So think about what is the role? Are they directly in role or contact with the people, and are they eyewitnesses to the information, or have they heard it from a second source, or are they second-hand knowledge of what you're looking for? You will need both in order to complete this project, but this process will be you asking questions of your family, gathering information, write it down, and you got it using our practice source citing material that we learned in class and begin. What you will need to do is you will need to come up with not just a family tree with pictures of the people in your family, but you'll have to come up with the interesting facts, the things that set your family apart from everyone else's. So for this, you will need to look up where each family member grew up. You'll need to ask how many children they had in their family, what their occupation was. Maybe this is an optional one, significant achievements. Maybe your grandpa was an Olympian or a general in the army and he led the Indonesian army in victory. Something like that. Find an article, find something, a medal, an award that they won, a newspaper article that describes what your family has done, and include that, and also cite your sources. Also look up what is the meaning of your family name? What's the meaning of your name? What is the city or the village or the country that your ancestors come from? And oftentimes we find that there's a lot of other information that comes out. We want a poster made up at home. You have all the resources there. You have all the pictures. You have your parents' help if you need it. You are the one who is creating a family tree with lots of information, okay, about who you are. These are the musts. This is your checklist. So in order to finish this assignment, you need to make sure you have all of these things. First one is you need to have a photo for sure of yourself and of your family and of your parents, as many other people as you can. So I'm thinking you'll have a picture of everyone up to your grandparents. You might not have anybody older than that, but you might. So we want those. You will need to cite your primary sources. You will need primary sources, and you will need to cite your secondary sources and put them all in your works cited page. What else will you need to do? You'll also need to share your family members. Where are they from? That other information. Do as much research as you can. Name and meaning of your family name and your name. It needs to be neat. I need to be able to read it because you're going to take a picture of it, submit it in ManageBack, and then we will give presentations in class on our family tree. Down below, and a works cited page categorized alphabetically. This is a sample family tree. Okay, if this were my family tree, I would draw or I would get a picture of myself and I would put it in here. Myself, Miss Jenna, and our daughter. And above me, I'd have my mom here and my dad here. Above my dad, I would have my dad's mom and my dad's dad. Okay, that would be my grandparents. After my grandparents, okay, I would have my grandpa's father and my grandpa's mother. Okay, here, information, maybe make it a little opening thing. He served in World War One. Okay, she was a teacher in a one-house schoolhouse somewhere in Minnesota. Okay, my mom's side, I would have my Oma and my Opa, right? For my Opa, I would say he grew up during World War II living in the Netherlands. His family were part of the resistance and they saved many Jews' lives and fighter pilots and oftentimes um, had up to 10 other people living in their house who they were hiding during World War II. For my Oma, I would say she grew up in the Netherlands during World War II as well, and her house is now a museum, and they show the places where they hid Jews and they hid pilots underneath her father's workshop. And so I would put here for my Oma's dad, he was a blacksmith. Okay, he brought his family to Canada, and soon after they arrived, he passed away. My Oma's mom, she was a mother of 14 kids. She had however many. My Opa, his father was a baker. They owned a bakery, and he had 6 kids, or however many. And so this is the process, and then you find out my family name. The name Christopher means Christ bearer. The name Suitsma means man of the sod. We originate from the Netherlands, out of the city of near Rotterdam and Dordrecht. Okay, that's how I would do this project. I will try to include some samples from last year in the manage bag description so you can always go there and click and see examples. Um, get to your great grandparents. You do not have to do the siblings of your great grandparents, but if you are an only child, then you are the only picture that goes beneath your parents. But if you have 4 siblings, you need to have your 4 siblings included in there. I hope this all makes sense, and I can't wait to see the final product. See you again.